Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and into another video. It's a Sunday today and I'm so excited to start a new crochet project that I will be taking you along for. Since I made the Cozy Days Daisy blanket, all I've been thinking about is making another one that is kind of similar but not exactly the same. I came across the idea of a Hexagon Granny Square, which I think looks impressive and it's not too hard, so I decided to give it a go. I used the leftover yarn I already had to do a practice run first, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out, so I went ahead and purchased the bulk of the yarns. I've gone with the same kind of yarn from Lion's brand in the Two Wands Hue and Me range, which is available at Spotlight if you're a fellow Australian. I really enjoy crocheting with chunky yarns and it makes the project come together much faster. I chose some different colours this time. What do you think of this colour palette? So the idea is to make many of these hexagons and then darn them together to make a blanket. I'm not following a particular pattern by anyone, so I'm just going to make it up as I go. Alright, let's get started. I'll need my 8mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle to sew in the loose ends. Starting with the berry colour for round 1, I'm going to make a magic ring and then chain 3, which will act as a double crochet. Then I'll do another 2 double crochets to form this one cluster. I'll repeat this 6 times to form the inner flower. By the way, this is more of a crochet vlog rather than a tutorial, so in future I'll come out with more detailed videos with step-by-step instructions if you guys enjoy them. I've come to realise that I enjoy crocheting blankets using granny squares as opposed to working from side to side. I tend to lose momentum when I work from one side to the other, and it's quite intimidating chaining hundreds of stitches in the beginning, only to realise that the sides are getting wonky as I'm making progress. So I think I'm going to keep exploring the world of granny squares since I prefer that style more. Okay, next we are moving on to the green part, which is round 2. Starting in one of the gaps in round 1, I'll also do 3 double crochets to form a cluster. Then chain 1 as a gap and then double crochet 3 times again to form another cluster, all in the same spot. This is going to bulk up the granny square and start to form the hexagon shape. This is how it's looking so far. I'm just going to do a slip stitch here to close off this round. And for the final round, I'm changing to the beige colour. Again, starting in one of the gaps, which is also one of the corners, I'll insert this new colour and do 2 double crochets, chain 1 as a gap again, and do another 2 double crochets to form one corner cluster. I'm going to repeat this 6 times whilst also doing 3 double crochet clusters in between them to form the straight edges. This is how each side should look. I'll just make my way around and slip stitch the last one to close it off nicely, and then that's it. About 20 minutes later, I have completed one Hexagon Granny Square. I'm so excited for how this is turning out so far. I'm really looking forward to crocheting more of these over the next few weeks. This time I've decided to darn in the ends of each hexagon as I go, as opposed to doing it all in the end, because then it kind of feels slightly overwhelming. So using the darning needle, I thread through each of the loose ends and put it through the work in a few different directions before snipping it off as close as possible. And that surprisingly holds in place. Alright, that's it for today's session. I'll slowly chip away at this every few days. It's been about a week now and I have started to accumulate a few more Hexagon Granny Squares. So I wanted to start planning out how big this blanket will be so I know how many to make in total. So this is roughly how the body of the blanket will look like. For the gaps like this, I'll make some half hexagon pieces to slot into here, but I think I'll do that towards the end. Now I'm going to lay out one side to see how many pieces are needed for the long edge. From my experience of making the Cozy Days Daisy blanket, it turned out a bit small for my long legs, so I'm planning to make this one a bit bigger. And then also measuring the short side and figuring out how many pieces to go on that side too. So I think I have concluded that I can either do a 11 hexagon by 7 hexagon piece or a 10 hexagon by 6 hexagon piece for a decent size, but that is way more pieces than the Daisy blanket. So now I'm thinking if I should buff up the edges with another round of the beige color, so in turn I can make less hexagons. Let's give that a try. Nah, I don't think I like how this is turning out, so scrap that, I'll just make more hexagons. So I'll just keep going over the winter season and hopefully I can finish this blanket in a couple of months. You'll probably see me working on this in future vlogs, and then I'll make a part 2 video of when it comes together in the final stages. And that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more from me. Have a lovely day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!